There are tattoos, and then there are tattoos. Malik Smith is turned around right now. I don't know if you can see it, and maybe you saw it in the tail of the tape, but a lot of times guys will get phrases or words or something tattooed on them. Dude looks like he's got a book tattooed on him. Now, not just a book, but the actual words from a book. It takes up his entire left. What would that be? That's your pectoral muscle. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. I was thinking of all kinds of things. That's a lot to read. It would take a while to look at Malik Smith to read everything that is written on him, and all in one spot. That's a pretty good little verse right there. So Malik Smith making his debut is in the cage.
Next
it's
up,
now time for us to check out Kai Kalscheur. I don't think enough fighters enter the cage to disco music. You just don't get that quite enough in this sport. Kai Kalscheur choosing a Bee Gees standard from the late 70s in Staying Alive, as that is what he is coming into. By the way, bit different than Malik Smith. Smith making his debut decided to go with the DJ's choice for music coming into the cage. Have you ever done that, Gerald? Have you just said, screw it, I don't care, whatever the DJ wants to play, that's what I'm going with?
I didn't get walkout music until well into my professional career, so it pretty much was DJ's choice.
That's what it was, DJ's choice, and that's what Malik Smith had, was DJ's choice. That right here, Staying Alive, is Kai Kalscheur's choice, as Chris will introduce him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 3 rounds in our amateur 165-pound super lightweight division. Introducing first, this man fighting out of the TNT red corner. He stands in at 5'9" tall, weighing in at 165 pounds. He represents Red Schaefer Mixed Martial Arts and hails from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, making his amateur debut, Malik Smith. His opponent, this man fighting out of the Kearns blue corner. He stands in at 5'10" tall. He weighed in at 165 ready pounds. He represents the Chosen Few Gym and hails from right here in Madison, Wisconsin. He is undefeated in his short career. 1 bout, 1 victory. Ladies and gentlemen, KY Jelly Kalscheur.
Kai Kalscheur's nickname is Jelly. He looks like he's fresh out of college. I mean, anything that would say Natty Light on it would make you think that you were fresh out of college. That might be the last time that I had a natural light, was in college.
He looks like he's fresh out of high school.
Right? Maybe he's still at that age, and that's why he's sporting the Natty-like look, as both guys going straight at it, as Smith landing a right with Jelly backing up right there. Kai Jelly Kalscheur, and looking to strike here. He's 1-0 so far in his amateur career. Malik Smith making his debut.
Rich, in case you didn't know, bros throw hands and drink Natty Light.
There it is. That is true. As Kalscheur now getting a takedown, much to the delight of this crowd. Chris, you're having trouble getting this crowd going here tonight.
Yeah, I'm off my game tonight, Rich. I don't know if it's because I'm unbalanced up there with this thing on my foot or what it is, but nobody cares I'm here tonight.
A little more excitement in this fight for sure. Guys coming out both throwing pretty good right hands there. And then we saw Kai, he got a little nice wizard kick, kind of a half hip toss, half wizard kick takedown. Now he's on top. And again here, working some ground and pound, actually doing a halfway decent job, staying in half guard, getting a little bit of space with that left shoulder. Malik doing his best to hold on to him and try to, looks like maybe he's trying to shrimp towards the cage to get some space, but you know, Kai doing, like I said, getting his head up in the right times, doing enough to control the hips and creating enough space to do not huge damage, but significant enough to let him work on the ground.
A true dichotomy in ink for these fighters as well, by the way. Malik has a lot of tattoos going on. I don't see one on Kai Kalscheur, as Kalscheur now getting Smith into a headlock.
Oh, that's a...
Bros don't spend money on tattoos, only on Natty Light.
Is that Got to have your priorities. Kalscheur has a good left hand as it kind of rocks Smith a little bit.
Malik is throwing heat, but he ducks down every time he strikes, and that's leaving him open to getting hit and not being able to hit back. Every time you bend down like that, especially on punches, you're shortening your range.
As Malik now showing a little bit of wear over that left eye, as well as Kalscheur has landed a couple of good rights. And now it looks like Smith almost stumbling a little bit as well.
Yeah, Gerald, did
good uppercut.
something land before? Or is he gassed? Something might be going on.
Now the mouthpiece came out as well, as it looks like that left eye really got hit hard by Kalscheur, and Smith's in trouble.
Yeah, Tom's going to have to pay attention here. I don't think this kid's ready to go.
No, it's his debut fight. You know, they got in a good scramble early, and yeah, this might be it right here as an amateur fight. If he doesn't do something to improve his position, they might as well call this.
Blows raining down on Smith, trying to cover up. He is just in trouble. Doesn't look right, as he just looks a little wobbly, shaky, and not altogether there. He looked better at the beginning of the fight, but something got him, and he got caught, and he's in trouble.
This is over.
Final 10 seconds, Smith trying to wear the storm, and the ref trying to drag him along with it to see if he can make it to round number 2, and he will. He survives the round. Does Malik Smith? We'll see if he can answer the bell for round number 2 when we come back here on TVW. Wow. Take a look at the action from round number 1 then and see what happened to Malik Smith. He came out strong, but a couple of good shots taken from Kalscheur, and he's been wobbling ever since.
I don't think they're going to let this kid go.
Oh, they shouldn't.
Doc checking out Malik Smith here as they are holding up the start of round number 2, as Smith might not be able to answer, as he lost his mouth guard too with about 45 seconds or so left to go in the first round. He's putting him in. They're going to let him continue. Wow.
I think this is a mistake, Rich.
There's no reason to let this fight go on. These are amateur fighters. He's stumbling around it. Easily could have been called in the closing seconds of that first round, and this is
Doctor checked him. They are going to let it go. So now the doc being called again as Malik Smith. I'm not sure he's all there. He just doesn't look right. They're going to let it go. So even the ref said, hey, let's take a second look here. The doc says, all right. And Kalscheur and Smith will continue after about a 30-second delay to get this second round started.
See, I hate this. And normally the doctors that work here are really, really good at what they do, especially this doc. But what he did is he took, unfortunately, power away from Tom. I think Tom knows that this fight shouldn't go on.
Kalscheur, another
now
big
all of a sudden
right.
Malik looks out. I don't know what's going on.
I think a little bit of his that first fight, the nerves. He's under the lights. He's getting beat up a little bit. Ate a pretty good right hand there, and now he's, you know, seeming a little bit better. But you don't want to. You want to err on the side of caution, like you said. There's no reason to put a young fighter through something like that. If they're not mentally ready to be in there, why take damage?
But he already looks like a different guy that was just sitting in that stool.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny. He got hit by a big right hand, and somehow it woke him up. I mean, he went from wobbly to erect, and he's ready to go, and now he's squaring off with Kalscheur here in the center of the cage.
And he's starting to lean over again, though, so I don't know.
He's still, the leg kicks aren't looking too bad, but he's still dipping his head way down when he goes to strike, and that's just going to take away any chance he has of landing significantly himself, and he's going to get hit and not be able to hit back. But
Kalscheur lands another right, and that's going to do it. That was the finisher, as Kalscheur got that one right on the button of Malik Smith. A solid right hand rocked Smith into next week. Wow, what a finish by Kalscheur, as this fight might have gone on a minute or so too long, as hopefully Smith did not sustain any real damage. We'll come back, check on Smith, and get the official word right after this on TVW. Take a look at the finish here as Kalscheur in control of the first round, and then also getting the big right hand that ended this fight right there.
Winner by knockout and still undefeated, KY Jelly Kalscheur.
Kalscheur all smiles, and why not, landing that big right hand to finish Smith as he improves to 2-0 does Kalscheur with that second round knockout. All right, we were gonna see our first fight involving the ladies. That is up next here on Chosen Few Fighting Championships number 18 on TVW.